throw around the word community a lot, especially in queer and trans spaces. But I want to ask, what does community actually mean? Because here's the truth. Not every trans or queer person is your community. Being trans or queer doesn't automatically mean that we're rooting for each other. And let's be real, we all know that trans person who's just not about the community, who's actively causing harm to the community. I think it's dangerous to confuse shared identity with shared values, because community doesn't just happen because we have something in common. In fact, it's not found, it's built. And building community takes work. It takes curiosity, compassion, and commitment. It takes consistency, accountability, apology, and repair. And not just once, but again and again. A lot of people are lonely right now. And I think it's part of why we cling to this idea of automatic belonging. But real belonging isn't passive, it's intentional. It asks something of us. It gives something back. And that brings me to social media. Social media is powerful. I've seen it change hearts and minds, including in my own family. I've used it to educate, to connect, to advocate, and organize. But it's also not real life, and it should never be a substitute for true connection or care. Too often we mistake followers for community. We mistake likes for love, and we build these parasocial relationships and we call them solidarity. We perform, we posture, we virtue signal, and we call that activism. But what we need is real relationships, real mutual aid, real love, the kind that feeds people, that protects people, and that actually shows up when it matters. I believe in a community that is rooted in an ethic of love, where we listen to each other, we learn from each other, and we grow, where we hold each other accountable in truth and not performance, where care is a practice, not a post. That's the kind of community that I want to be a part of, and that's what I'm working to build.